don't laugh, okay? Can I ask you something weird?
Yeah, what happened?
No, nothing bad. It's just, okay, so last night I was watching this video. And the guy in the video, he was speaking English. Fast. So naturally. Like it was water, you know? Just flowing out of him. And I sat there, just watching. And something inside me felt, I don't know, sad? Or like left behind? And I thought, why can't I do that? Like I know English. I study it. I listen to podcasts. I watch shows. But when I open my mouth, it's like something breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Really?
100%. Like, you have everything ready inside, but then someone asks you something, and your brain just freezes.
Yes, exactly that. It freezes. And then I start thinking about grammar. And then I forget the word. And then I'm like, oh no. And then the moment is gone.
And then you feel bad after.
Terrible. Like, why did I say it like that? Why did I pause so long? Why didn't I just
Say it.
say it? Yes.
I used to do that too. Like after every conversation, I would replay it in my head. Like, I should have said this. I should have said that.
Oh my God. Yes. The replay. The mental replay. It's the worst.
It's exhausting.
It really is. So, okay. I want to talk about this today. Like, actually talk about it. Not in a boring way. Not like a lesson or something.
Yeah, no, please. No lessons.
Just like, why is this happening? Why do so many people feel stuck when they speak English? Even people who actually know English?
That's a good question. Because I think, wait, can I tell you something that happened to me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so, this was maybe 2 years ago. I had a job interview in English, and I prepared, like a lot. I wrote down what I wanted to say. I practiced in front of the mirror. I even recorded myself.
Okay, so you were ready.
I thought I was ready. I walk in. The guy asks me one simple question. Just like, tell me about yourself. That's it. Basic. I've answered that 100 times.
And?
My mind went blank. Like completely. Like someone turned off the lights.
No.
I just stood there, smiling, like an idiot, for about 4 seconds, which felt like 4 years.
Laugh so no.
And then I said something. I don't even remember what I said, but I know it was not good. I was so nervous my voice was shaking.
Oh, Zain.
It was bad. And the worst part? After I walked out, I remembered everything. Like everything I wanted to say just came back. Perfectly. Like, oh, now you show up.
That is so relatable it hurts.
Right?
That has happened to me so many times. Like the words come back after. When it's too late.
It's like your brain gets scared and runs away.
Your brain just leaves the chat.
Exactly. Like, bye. Gone. See you later.
Laughs, that's exactly what it feels like. And you know what's funny? When I'm alone, talking to myself, in English, it's fine. It flows. I can say things pretty naturally.
Yeah.
But the second there's another person, real person, listening, judging, something changes.
It's the pressure.
Is it just pressure?
I think it's mostly that. Like, your brain knows someone is watching. And then it starts trying to be perfect.
And that's where everything breaks down.
Yeah. Trying to be perfect is actually the enemy.
Wait. Say that again.
Trying to be perfect is the enemy. Like when you're trying so hard to say it right, you end up saying nothing.
That's actually kind of deep.
I know, I surprised myself.
Laughs okay, but seriously though, this is the real problem, isn't it? Like people think the problem is their English, but it's not always their English.
No. A lot of times the English is fine.
It's the fear.
It's the fear. It's the overthinking.
So what do you do about that?
Like, how do you even start to fix that?
Okay, so this is what helped me. And I'm not saying it works for everyone. But for me,
Yeah?
I stopped trying to speak perfectly. Like I made a conscious decision. I'm going to make mistakes. And that's okay.
Just accepted it?
Accepted it. Like fully accepted it. I told myself, native speakers make mistakes too. Like all the time.
They do. They really do.
They say, and you know, all the time. They forget words. They trail off. They start a sentence and change direction in the middle.
And nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Because the goal of speaking is communication, not perfection.
Okay, but wait. I hear this a lot. Like, just don't be afraid. Just accept the mistakes. But how? Like, how do you actually do it? It's easy to say.
Yeah, it sounds simple, but it's not.
It's really not. Because in the moment, that fear is very real. It's physical almost. Like your heart beats faster.
Your hands get sweaty.
Your throat gets tight.
Yeah, it's real. It's not just in your head.
So, what's the actual way to handle that?
Honestly, I think the first thing is, you have to start speaking before you're ready.
Before you're ready.
Because if you wait until you feel ready, you will wait forever.
That's such a hard thing to hear.
I know. But it's true. Like there's no magic point where you suddenly feel confident. That confidence only comes from doing it.
From doing it over and over.
Even when it's uncomfortable. Especially when it's uncomfortable.
Okay. I believe that. But I also want to talk about something else. Because I think there's another layer to this.
What layer?
Okay, so, you know how some people speak English and it feels fast and natural. And some people speak and it sounds more careful, more slow, more like they're translating in their head.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the difference? Like, what are the fast, natural speakers doing that's different?
That's a really good question.
Because it's not just confidence, right? Like, even confident people sometimes sound slow and robotic.
Right. There's something else happening.
There's something else.
I think, okay. So when I was learning English, a long time ago, I was learning it like a subject, like math or science. I was memorizing rules, memorizing vocabulary lists, doing exercises.
Yeah, that's how most people learn.
And that's fine. But the problem is, that kind of learning stays in one part of your brain. Like the thinking part, the logical part.
The slow part.
The slow part. Yes. And when you speak, you don't have time to go to that slow part and look up the rules.
So it feels like translation.
Exactly. You're translating, word by word, from your language to English. And that's exhausting and slow.
So what do the fast speakers do differently?
They don't translate. They think in English.
Okay, how do you get there though?
That's the big question.
Because I've tried. Like, I try to think in English. And then I get like 3 words in, and then it switches back to my language automatically.
Yeah. It's not easy to force.
It's like trying to not think about a pink elephant.
And now you're thinking about a pink elephant.
Exactly. The brain does what it wants.
Okay, so I think the way to start thinking in English is, you start small. Like very small.
Like what?
Like, okay, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you think?
Ugh.
I don't want to get up.
Right. So say that in English. Just that one thought.
I don't want to get up.
Yeah.
And then the next thought. Whatever it is. Try to think it in English too.
Oh.
So just practice thinking in English throughout the day?
Bit by bit. Not the whole day at once. That's too much. But little moments. Like narrate what you're doing. I'm making tea. It's cold today. I need to reply to that message.
Oh, that's interesting. Because it's low pressure. Nobody is listening.
Nobody is listening. You can't fail. You can mess up the sentence and it doesn't matter.
So you're just building that habit, that muscle.
Building the muscle. Yes, because language is a muscle. You have to train it.
I like that. Language is a muscle.
And like any muscle, it gets stronger with use. Not with theory.
Not with reading grammar books.
Not with reading grammar books. I mean, grammar books are okay for some things, but they don't make you speak better. Speaking makes you speak better.
Which brings us back to the uncomfortable truth.
You have to do it. There's no shortcut.
Ugh.
I hate that.
Me too. I wish there was a shortcut.
Like if I could just download English into my brain.
Like in the Matrix.
Yes, like I know Kung Fu, but English.
I know English.
Laughs that would be amazing.
But until that technology exists,
We suffer.
we practice.
Same thing.
Laughs kind of.
Okay, so,
Let's talk about something really specific. Because I think most people listening right now are nodding their heads. They know this feeling. They've been there. But they want something concrete.
Yeah. Like what can they actually do?
What can they actually do? So, let's say someone is listening. They've been studying English for years. They understand pretty well. They can read. They can write. But speaking? Still scary. Still slow.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you tell them?
First thing. Okay. I'd say, find a speaking partner. Someone you're comfortable with.
Not necessarily a native speaker?
Not necessarily. Actually, sometimes it's better if they're not a native speaker. Because then you both feel the same pressure. You both make mistakes. It feels safer.
Yeah, like you're in it together.
Exactly. And you're not performing for them. You're just talking.
I agree. I think the performance mindset is a big problem.
Oh, huge.
Like, people feel like every time they speak English, they're being evaluated.
Like there's a test.
There's always a test. And they're always about to fail it.
And that tension, it blocks everything.
It does. Because when you're tense, you can't access your vocabulary. You can't form sentences naturally. Your mouth tightens. Your breathing changes.
It's all connected.
Everything is connected. Mind and body. And I think that's something people don't realize. Speaking English isn't just a language problem. It's a whole body experience.
That's actually really well said.
Thank you. I have moments.
Laughs you do.
Okay, so speaking partner. What else?
Shadowing.
Okay, tell me about shadowing. Because I know the word, but I want you to explain it like you're explaining it to a friend.
Okay, so shadowing is basically you listen to a native speaker and you repeat, but not after they finish. Like at the same time, or just a tiny bit behind.
oh,
So you're kind of mimicking them.
Mimicking. Yes. Like a shadow. You follow right behind.
And why is that helpful?
Because you're not thinking about what to say. You're just copying the sounds, the rhythm, the way they pause, the way they stress certain words.
oh,
So you're absorbing the flow.
You're absorbing the flow. Yes. Not the words necessarily, but the music of it. Because every language has a music.
English has a music.
A very specific music. And when you catch that music, you start to sound more natural.
Even if your grammar isn't perfect.
Even if your grammar isn't perfect. Because music covers a lot.
That's interesting. Like the rhythm carries you.
The rhythm carries you. I love that.
So, where do you do shadowing? Like, what do you listen to?
Podcasts, YouTube videos, movies, even TV shows. Anything where real people are speaking naturally.
Not scripted stuff.
Well, scripted is okay too, but unscripted is better for natural flow, like interviews, conversations, podcasts like this.
Like this.
Like this. Yeah,
So someone listening right now could literally shadow this conversation.
yes. They could pause and repeat after us, or try to speak along with us.
That's cool. Like the podcast becomes a tool.
Exactly. Not just entertainment. Not just passive listening. Active practice.
I love that. Okay. Speaking partner, shadowing. What's next?
Okay, this one is a bit different, and some people might disagree with me.
Ooh.
Controversy.
Not that controversial. But I think stop translating song lyrics.
Wait, what?
Like when you listen to an English song, a lot of learners, they look up every word. They translate the lyrics. They try to understand every single line.
Isn't that good though? Learning vocabulary?
Some vocabulary, yes. But the problem is songs are not natural speech. Songs have very unusual grammar, very unusual vocabulary. Poetry almost.
Oh, that's true. Like never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Exactly. Nobody talks like that.
Nobody says never gonna let you down in real conversation.
Right. Or old songs with very formal Old English. Wherefore art thou Romeo?
Laughs, yeah, no one says that at the grocery store.
Hopefully not.
Wherefore art thou the bread aisle?
Laughs, so songs are fine for enjoyment. But if you want to improve spoken English, focus on conversational content. Things that sound like how real people actually talk.
Which makes sense. Like input should match what you want to output.
Input should match output. Yes. Exactly.
Okay, that's a good point. And I think related to that, I've noticed that people who improve fast in spoken English, they don't just listen. They respond.
What do you mean?
Like even when they're alone, watching something, they talk back. Like they're in the conversation.
Oh. Like responding to the video.
Yeah.
Like if someone in the video says, "What do you think?" And instead of just watching, you actually answer. Out loud.
Oh, that's smart.
It sounds silly, but it forces your brain to produce language, not just receive it.
Because most people are passive consumers of English content.
Yes, they watch, they listen, they maybe understand, but they don't produce. And production is the hard part.
Production is where the fear lives.
Production is where the fear lives.
Exactly.
And if you practice producing even when no one is listening, when someone is listening, it's not so shocking.
You've already done it 1,000 times in your room.
In your room, alone.
Safely.
That's actually really practical.
I think so.
Like just talk to your phone. Talk to your wall.
Talk to your cat.
Talk to your cat. If your cat judges you, that's a different problem.
Laughs, cats definitely judge.
They really do.
Okay, so we're talking about output practice. Let me bring up something that I think is a huge hidden problem.
What is it?
Vocabulary.
Okay,
Not like not having vocabulary, but having too much vocabulary.
wait. Too much vocabulary is a problem.
Hear me out. Okay, so a lot of learners, they spend so much time learning big words, impressive words, advanced vocabulary.
Yeah,
But when they speak, they freeze because they're trying to remember these big words, and they can't access them fast enough.
because big words live in the slow part of the brain.
The thinking part,
Yes.
but the words you use automatically, the simple words, those are in the fast part.
The automatic part.
And here's the thing, native speakers, they mostly use very simple words.
Yeah. Like everyday English is actually pretty simple vocabulary.
Super simple. Like get, make, do, go, come, have, want, need, think, know.
Those like 10 words cover so much.
So much. Because you combine them. Get up, Get over it. Get through. Get back. Get ahead.
Oh, phrasal verbs.
Yes, phrasal verbs, which are simple words, but they make such natural speech.
And that's what confuses learners sometimes. Because they learn fancy vocabulary, but they don't know how to use get in 10 different ways.
And then a native speaker says, get over it, and the learner is like, what does that mean?
Even though they know 100 complex words.
Exactly.
So, I think focus on simple words. Use them a lot. Get comfortable with them. Become fluent in the basics.
Fluency in the basics. I like that.
Because fluency is not about big words. It's about flow.
It's about flow. Yes.
And you can flow with simple words.
Can I add something here?
Please.
Okay, so, related to what you said about simple words, I think one of the biggest unlocks for me was learning chunks.
Chunks?
Yeah, like phrases, expressions, things people say together as one unit.
Like, by the way.
By the way, you know what I mean? To be honest, at the end of the day.
Oh.
So instead of building sentences word by word,
You have these ready-made chunks, and you slot them in.
oh, that's clever. So it's like, instead of cooking every ingredient from scratch.
You have some things pre-prepared.
Yes, you have prep work done. So cooking is faster.
Exactly. And speaking feels faster because you're not constructing everything from zero.
So, how do you learn chunks?
You notice them. Like when you're watching something or listening, and someone says a phrase and you think, oh, that's a good one. You write it down.
And then you use it.
You find a way to use it. And once you use it a few times, it becomes yours.
It becomes automatic.
Automatic. Yes.
And that's the goal, right? Automation.
Automation. Like you don't want to think about how you're speaking, you just want it to come out.
Like driving. When you first learn to drive, everything is so conscious. You're thinking about the steering wheel and the pedals and the mirrors.
And you're exhausted just from going around the block.
So exhausted. But now when you drive, you just drive. You don't think about it.
Your hands know what to do.
Your body knows. And that's what we want with English speaking.
We want our mouth to know.
Our mouth to know, without asking the brain's permission every 5 seconds.
Laughs, that's a great way to put it.
The brain is slow. The mouth needs to just go.
Without permission.
Laughs, okay, wait. I want to go back to something for a second.
Yeah.
Overthinking. Because we mentioned it. But I want to dig into it more.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Because I feel like overthinking is maybe the #1 enemy of speaking.
Honestly. Yeah. More than vocabulary. More than grammar.
More than pronunciation even.
Way more than pronunciation.
So, what is overthinking when it comes to speaking? Like, what's actually happening?
Okay, so, when you speak, what's happening is, your brain has to do a lot of things at once. It has to find the meaning you want to express. Then it has to find the words. Then it has to put them in order. Then it has to produce sound. All at the same time.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And when you're a beginner, all of that is happening consciously. Slowly.
But it should become automatic over time.
It should. But overthinking interrupts that. Because what overthinking does is, it adds another layer. It says, wait, is this right? Wait, is this the correct grammar? Wait, what will they think if I say it wrong?
So it's like adding a supervisor in the middle of the factory.
Yes. The supervisor who checks everything and slows everything down.
And the factory stops producing.
The factory stops. And the supervisor is just standing there holding up the line.
So, how do you fire the supervisor?
Laughs, you fire the supervisor by caring less.
Caring less about what?
About being right. About sounding smart. about impressing people.
Okay, I know that sounds simple, but it's actually really hard.
It's genuinely hard because we care about how we come across.
Especially in a second language. Because in your own language, you can communicate who you are, your humor, your intelligence, your personality.
But in a second language, sometimes you can't even finish a sentence.
And that feels diminishing, like you become a smaller version of yourself.
That's a really emotional thing. And I think a lot of people feel that, but they don't say it.
They feel embarrassed to admit it.
Yeah. Like, I'm actually smart. I have things to say. But in English, I sound like a child.
And that's painful.
Really painful. And I think that pain makes the fear worse.
Because you're not just afraid of saying the wrong word. You're afraid of being seen as less intelligent,
Less capable.
less interesting.
And that's a really big fear to carry while also trying to speak a language.
No wonder people freeze.
No wonder.
So, what do you tell yourself? Like, what has helped you with that specific thing?
Honestly, I had to remind myself that everyone knows I'm speaking a second language.
Right.
Like if I'm talking to someone in English. And English is clearly not my first language. They know that. They can tell.
They're not expecting perfection.
They're not expecting perfection. And most people are actually impressed when someone tries to speak another language.
That's true. Like when someone speaks even a little bit of my language, I love it.
Right? Like even broken phrases. You're like, yes! Amazing!
You're rooting for them.
You're rooting for them. And that's what most people are doing for you when you speak English.
They're on your side.
They're on your side. Unless you're imagining the world is full of very judgy people.
Which your brain might be imagining.
Which your scared brain is definitely imagining. But reality is kinder.
Reality is usually kinder.
Usually. Not always. But usually.
Okay, so fear. Overthinking. We've talked about those. Let me bring up something else that I think is really important. And this one I don't hear enough about.
What is it?
Identity.
Identity. Interesting.
Like who you think you are in English. Because I've noticed some people, they have this identity of I'm bad at English. Like it's part of who they are.
Oh. Like it becomes a fixed thing.
It becomes fixed. I'm just not good at this. Languages aren't my thing.
And then every time they struggle, it confirms the belief.
Exactly. It's like a loop. You believe you're bad. You struggle. That confirms the belief. You believe even more. You struggle more.
A self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly that. And the only way to break it is to change the story.
The story you tell yourself.
The story you tell yourself. Like from, I'm bad at English to, I'm learning English.
Such a small change, but such a different energy.
Because learning has movement. It's not a fixed state. It's a direction.
I'm bad at English is a wall. I'm learning is a road.
A road.
Yes.
And even if the road is slow, even if there are bumps, you're still on the road.
And roads go somewhere.
Roads go somewhere.
Okay, I really like this identity thing. Because I had my own version of that.
Tell me.
Okay, so, when I was younger, I had this belief that people who speak good English are a certain type of person. Like they've traveled. They've studied abroad. They come from a certain background.
Oh,
Like it was tied to a social class.
Kind of. Like good English equaled privilege. And I felt like that wasn't me.
So you felt like it wasn't for you.
Deep down, I felt like it wasn't for me. Like a part of me thought, people like me don't speak like that.
wow.
And that's a really deep thing to carry.
It was. And I didn't even realize I was carrying it. It was just there. Under the surface.
So what changed?
I met people. Real people. Who were just like me. Same background. same city, and they spoke English really well, like genuinely fluent.
And that broke the belief.
It shattered it. Like, oh, they did it. So it's possible. So the thing stopping me was never my background. It was never my privilege or lack of it.
It was the belief.
Just the belief. Nothing else.
That's really powerful.
It changed everything for me.
Because once you believe it's possible, you show up differently.
Completely differently. Like you try harder. You're not defeated before you start.
You're not defending yourself against hope.
I love that. Defending yourself against hope.
Like sometimes we protect ourselves from hope because we're scared of disappointment.
And so we say, no, I'm just not good at this, before we even try. So we can't fail.
If you never try, you never fail.
But you also never get anywhere.
Never go anywhere.
Yeah.
Safe and stuck.
Safe and stuck. That's such a sad place.
It is. And so many people are living there.
I think a lot of our listeners are there right now, or have been there.
Yeah. And I want them to know it's not permanent. That place is not permanent.
You can move.
You can move. It starts with one small decision.
Just one.
Just one. To try. Even badly. Even messily.
Even with a shaking voice.
Even with a shaking voice. The voice gets steady.
It does. With time.
It does.
Okay, I want to shift a little. Let's talk about something more practical, like daily habits. Because I think a lot of people want to improve, but they don't know what to do each day.
Yeah. Like the big picture is fine. But what do I actually do tomorrow morning is the real question.
Exactly. So, what does your English practice look like? Like on a regular day?
Okay, so honestly, it's not like a formal practice session anymore. It's more woven in.
What does that mean?
Like I wake up, and in my head, I'm thinking in English for some of the day.
That narrating thing you mentioned.
Yeah. Like, okay, I have a lot to do today. I need to make a call. It's raining outside.
And that keeps your brain warm.
Keeps the engine running. Yeah.
Like you're not starting cold.
I'm not starting cold. Then maybe I listen to a podcast while I'm having breakfast.
Something in English.
Something in English. And I'm not studying it. I'm just letting it wash over me.
Passive absorption.
Passive absorption. But I'm paying a little bit of attention. If I hear something interesting, a phrase, a way of saying something, I notice it.
You flag it.
I flag it. Sometimes I repeat it to myself.
And then?
And then throughout the day, if I have a conversation with someone in English, I try to use that phrase. Or something I heard recently.
Oh.
So you're actively cycling it through.
I'm cycling it. Hear it. Notice it. Use it.
That's a really clean little system.
It works for me. It's not complicated.
What about dedicated speaking practice? Like, do you do anything structured?
Sometimes. Like maybe a few times a week I'll do something more intentional. Like I'll think of a topic and just talk about it. To myself. For 5 minutes.
Oh.
Like a little speech?
Not even a speech. More like just rambling. Like if I saw something funny, I'll try to describe it in English. Full sentences. Natural.
And that's helpful even if no one is listening?
Very helpful. Because you're forcing production. And you discover where you get stuck.
Oh, that's interesting. You discover your gaps.
Yeah. Like you try to explain something, and suddenly you realize you don't know the word for a very common thing.
And then you look it up.
You look it up. And now you know it. And you'll remember it because you needed it.
That's such a better way to learn vocabulary than flashcards.
So much better. Because context.
Yeah.
You needed it in a real moment, even an imagined real moment.
Your brain logs that. This word is useful. Keep it.
Laughs, permission granted. This word may stay.
Exactly.
Okay, so for someone who wants to start, who has maybe 10 or 15 minutes a day, what would you say is the most important thing to put in those 15 minutes?
Speaking. Some form of speaking. Even if it's just you. Talking to yourself. In English. For 10 minutes.
Not listening?
Listening is easier. You do listening passively anyway. 10 minutes of output of production is worth way more than an hour of passive listening.
Because output forces the system to work.
It forces everything. Vocabulary retrieval, grammar, pronunciation, all of it gets activated.
It's the real gym workout.
It's the workout, not the watching of workout videos.
Laughs, yes. You can watch workout videos all day, but you only get fit if you exercise.
You only get fit if you move.
And same with speaking.
Same exact thing.
Okay, I want to bring up pronunciation, because I feel like we can't have this conversation without it.
Yeah, it's a big one.
And I have complicated feelings about pronunciation.
What do you mean?
Like, on one hand, yes, pronunciation matters. If people can't understand you, communication fails.
Right.
But on the other hand, I've seen people get so obsessed with accent. Like they want to sound American or British. And that becomes a trap.
Oh, definitely.
Like they spend more time trying to sound like someone else than actually getting comfortable just speaking.
And then they lose confidence because they feel like they'll never sound native.
Which is probably true. Most people won't sound fully native. And that's fine.
That's completely fine.
You don't need to sound native. You need to be understood.
Intelligibility. That's the goal.
Intelligibility. Yes. Can people understand you? That's all that matters.
And most people who are worried about their accent, they're actually pretty understandable.
They really are. Like most fears about accent are bigger in the speaker's head than in the listener's ear.
That's well put.
And here's what I think about accent. Your accent is part of you.
Yeah.
Like it carries your history, where you're from, who you are.
Some accents are beautiful.
So beautiful. Like I love hearing someone speak English with a French accent, or a Brazilian accent, or an Indian accent. There's music in it.
There's richness.
So, why would you want to erase that?
Some people feel they have to. For professional reasons, maybe.
And that's a real pressure. I understand that. But I think even professionally, what matters is clear communication, not a specific accent.
And clarity comes from slowing down a little, not rushing.
Speaking clearly, stressing the right words.
Yeah. Like even if you have a strong accent, if you speak at a good pace, if you stress the important words, people follow you.
Totally.
I've met people with very thick accents who are incredibly easy to understand.
Because they're confident. Because they're clear. Because they're not rushing.
They know what they're saying and they say it.
Simply and directly.
And I've met people with near-perfect accents who are hard to follow because they're mumbling, or trailing off, or too quiet.
So it's not about the accent. It's about the delivery.
The delivery. Confidence in the delivery.
Own what you're saying.
Own every word.
Even the wrong ones.
Especially the wrong ones.
Laugh, say your mistakes with confidence.
Say your mistakes with confidence. People will respect that more than perfect speech delivered nervously.
Honestly, that's true.
Okay, let me shift to something I think about a lot. And I want our honest take.
Okay. What is it?
Social media English.
Oh,
Like, is it helpful? Is it harmful? Like, so many people are consuming English content on social media all day. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts.
yeah.
Is that actually helping them learn to speak?
Okay. I'll be honest. I think it's mixed.
Mixed how?
So, on one hand, yeah, it's English exposure. You're hearing the language. You're seeing words used in context. That's not nothing.
Okay.
But short form content, like 15-second clips, it trains your attention in a very short way, like you're not used to following a longer thought.
Oh, that's interesting.
And speaking, real speaking, requires following longer thoughts, forming longer thoughts, keeping track of where your sentence is going.
And if you only consume short clips, you don't practice that.
You don't train that skill. So when you try to speak, you can say something short, like a comment, a reaction. But building a real sentence, a real thought, that's harder.
So short content gives short skills.
In a way, yeah, it gives you snippets, not flow.
And flow is what we want.
Flow is what we want. So I'd say, don't just do short clips. Mix in longer content, podcasts, long YouTube videos, movies, things that require sustained attention.
Because that trains the ability to think in longer stretches.
Longer stretches. Yes. And to follow through with an idea.
Which is real conversation.
Which is real conversation. Real conversation isn't a series of one-liners.
Unless you're very funny.
Unless you're very funny, which is a skill of its own.
Laughs fair.
But for most of us, we need to be able to build a sentence, complete a thought, hold the thread.
Hold the thread. I like that.
So train that.
By consuming content that holds threads.
Exactly.
Okay, let me ask you something personal. And you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Okay, now I'm nervous.
Laughs, no, it's not that personal. It's just, what was the moment you felt like you turned a corner? Like you went from struggling to speak to actually feeling comfortable?
That's a good question.
Take your time.
Okay, there was actually a specific moment. And it might sound small.
Small moments are often the big ones.
So, I was at a gathering, and someone started telling a joke in English, and everyone was laughing. And then they asked me something, like, "Have you heard this one?" And in that moment, I just responded, naturally, without thinking. I said something funny back, also in English, and people laughed.
Oh.
And I remember thinking, wait, I just did that, without planning it, without running it through my head first.
It just came out.
It just came out. And in that moment, I realized, oh, it's there. The English is there. I don't have to go looking for it. It's just there when I need it.
That's such a beautiful moment.
It felt amazing, like a door opened.
A door opened, and you stepped through.
And I stepped through. And you know what's funny? The funny thing I said, I'm sure it wasn't that funny.
Laughs, but you said it.
But I said it, without thinking.
That's the win.
That's the win. Not the joke, but the automatic response.
The English was ready, and you didn't have to wait for it.
Didn't have to wait. It was just there.
That's the moment everything changes.
And it comes from practice. Quiet, boring, repeat yourself in the mirror practice.
It comes from all the uncomfortable conversations.
All the times you struggled. All the times you felt stupid.
They all add up.
They all add up to that one easy moment.
And then more easy moments after that.
And then more. Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, I want to talk about something that I think is maybe controversial. A little bit.
Okay, let's go.
Grammar.
Ah.
Because the traditional way of learning English is very heavy on grammar, rules, structures, right and wrong.
Yeah. That's how most of us learned in school.
And I think for some things, grammar is useful, like for writing, for formal contexts.
Yeah, writing especially.
But for speaking, I think too much focus on grammar actually hurts.
I would agree with that.
Because when you're speaking, you don't have time to apply rules.
You don't have time.
Like if you have to think, okay, is this past simple or present perfect, while also trying to form a sentence and listen to the other person.
Your brain explodes,
Your brain collapses, and you say nothing.
and the moment passes.
So, I think for speaking, what you need is patterns, not rules.
Patterns? Interesting.
Like instead of knowing the rule, you use past simple for completed actions in a specific time, whatever.
Yeah, that's already making my head hurt.
Right.
Instead, just know the pattern. I went to the store yesterday. I went. Feel how it sounds. Use it. Don't explain why.
Just absorb the pattern.
Absorb it, like a child does.
Yeah. Children don't learn grammar. They just hear patterns over and over.
And they copy. And slowly the pattern becomes theirs.
And then one day they know it. Without knowing they know it.
Implicit knowledge. That's what we want for speaking.
Implicit knowledge. Not explicit rule knowledge.
Explicit is for exams. Implicit is for conversations.
I love that distinction.
So, how do you build implicit knowledge?
Massive exposure. Lots and lots of input. Hearing the patterns so many times that they become automatic.
And then practicing them, using them.
And then using them. Yes,
Not analyzing them.
not analyzing. Just using.
This is why immersion works so well. Like when people go to an English-speaking country.
Because they're drowning in input. All day, every day.
And they have to produce output to survive.
To order food. To ask for directions. To make friends.
Real stakes. Real communication.
And that accelerates everything.
You can't fake it anymore. You have to actually speak.
And your brain responds to that. Like it kicks into high gear.
Because survival. Like your brain goes, okay, this is important. Let's figure this out.
And it figures it out way faster than any grammar book could tell it to.
Yeah.
The brain is actually really good at language. If you let it do its thing.
If you let it, without getting in the way.
Without getting in the way.
Yes.
The problem is we get in the way.
We block ourselves.
We block the very thing we're trying to do.
With fear. With overthinking. With perfectionism.
All the things we've been talking about.
It all connects back to those things.
It really does.
Okay, let me bring up something lighter. Because I feel like we've been getting quite deep.
Laughs, yeah, a little deep.
Humor in English.
Oh, humor.
This is something I struggled with so much.
How so?
Okay, so, I'm a funny person. I think. In my own language.
You are.
Thank you. But in English? For a long time I felt completely unfunny.
Because the timing was off.
The timing.
Yes.
Humor is so much about timing. And when you're searching for words, the timing is gone.
The joke moment passes.
The joke moment passes. And then you say something funny, and everyone has moved on.
And then you just look confused.
Or they laugh politely because they don't want you to feel bad.
Oh, the polite laugh. Worse than no laugh.
So much worse. You know they're just being kind.
Devastating.
Laughs, so how did you handle that?
Honestly, I accepted being less funny for a while. Like I let myself be the quiet one who smiles and nods.
And observed.
And observed. And listened to how other people were funny. Like what made people laugh. What kind of humor worked in English?
Because humor is cultural too.
Very cultural. Like what's funny in one language might not translate at all.
And what works in English, like sarcasm, irony, timing-based jokes.
It's a whole skill. A whole separate skill.
So, I think if someone is struggling to be funny in English, relax. Don't try to be funny.
Don't force it.
Because forced humor in any language is painful.
Laughs, yes. Forced humor is the worst.
Just be genuine.
And as you get more comfortable, the natural humor will start to come through.
It leaks out. You can't help it. If you're a funny person, it will come through.
It finds the cracks.
Laughs, it finds the cracks.
Eventually, with time.
And then one day you make a good joke in English. And you feel like a king.
Or queen.
Or queen. Yes.
Laughs, thank you. Okay, I want to bring something up that I think is so underrated in language learning.
What?
Silence.
Silence?
Comfortable silence. And pausing. Because I think learners are terrified of pauses.
Oh. Yeah.
Like they feel like if they pause, people will think they don't know English.
And they rush to fill the silence.
And they rush. And then they say something messy. Or they say, like a machine gun.
And that actually sounds worse than just pausing.
So much worse. Because a good pause, a thoughtful pause.
Makes you look like you're thinking.
Which is okay. You are thinking.
Thinking is allowed.
Native speakers pause too.
All the time.
Like even great speakers, politicians, professors, they pause. They think. They choose their words.
And it makes them sound more authoritative. Not less.
More confident, not less.
So don't be scared of the pause.
Embrace it. Like you paused because you have something worth saying. And you want to say it right.
That's a much better frame.
So much better than, I paused because I'm bad at English.
Right. Change the meaning of the pause.
Change the story around the pause.
I pause because I'm thoughtful, not because I'm lost.
Yes.
Even if you are a little lost, act like you paused on purpose.
Laughs, fake it until you pause on purpose.
Laughs, exactly.
And here's another thing.
Filler words. Like, and you know, and like.
People are embarrassed by those.
But they're normal. Everyone uses them.
Native speakers use them constantly.
Are literally just verbal pauses. They're okay.
They buy you time.
They buy you time, so you don't have to rush.
Use them.
Use them without shame.
Without shame. Yes.
Okay, I want to touch on something that I think is a real thing, and I'm a little nervous to bring it up.
Now I'm nervous too.
Okay, it's not that scary. It's just the comparison trap.
Oh, yeah.
Like comparing your English to other people's English, especially people who speak better than you.
And feeling terrible about yourself.
And feeling terrible. And then feeling like you'll never be as good as them.
And then giving up.
Or just feeling bad.
Chronically.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
And social media makes it worse. Because you see people speaking English so beautifully, so effortlessly, and it looks like it came easy to them.
But you don't see the years of work behind it.
You don't see the hours of practice, the years of being bad at it, the hundreds of awkward conversations.
You see the end result. And you compare it to your current state.
Which is like comparing your first day of guitar to someone's 10th year.
And thinking, I'm so bad at guitar.
Well, yeah, you're on day one.
Of course you're not as good.
And that's okay. Day one is where everyone starts.
Even the best English speakers started somewhere. Started bad?
Started very bad.
Very bad? Believe me.
So the only comparison that matters is you now versus you yesterday.
Or you now versus you 6 months ago.
Are you better than you were? Even a little?
Even a tiny bit better is progress.
And progress compounds. Like small improvements add up.
They add up fast.
Like if you get 1% better every day.
Which is very small. Very achievable.
In a year, you're almost 40 times better.
That's the math of consistency.
Consistency beats intensity.
Always. 10 minutes every day beats 2 hours once a week.
Every single time.
Because every day, something compounds. Every day, something settles. In your brain.
The brain needs regularity. It needs repetition over time.
It's like watering a plant. You don't pour a bucket once a week and expect it to thrive.
A little every day.
A little every day and it grows.
Okay, this is such a good point. Let me actually talk about this from a brain perspective, because I find this fascinating.
Yeah, go for it.
So when you learn something, anything, your brain forms connections, like neural pathways.
Okay.
And when you repeat something, practice it, that pathway gets stronger, like a path through the forest.
The more you walk it.
The more you walk it, the clearer it becomes.
And eventually it's a wide road.
A wide road.
Yes.
And that's what fluency is. Wide roads in the brain.
Oh, I love that.
Like at first saying, I went to the store, is a tiny overgrown path. You have to push through bushes to get there.
Last fight your way through.
Fight your way through. But after you've said it 100 times, it's a highway.
And you just cruise.
You just cruise, without thinking.
So repetition literally changes your brain.
Physically, like the neurons actually wire together more strongly.
That's kind of amazing.
It's very amazing. And it means fluency is not a talent. It's not a gift.
It's construction.
It's construction. You're building roads in your brain every time you practice.
Even when it feels like nothing is happening.
Especially when it feels like nothing is happening, because the building is happening underneath.
You just can't see it yet.
And then one day you can. One day you open your mouth and the road is there.
And you wonder when that happened.
And you don't remember, because it was all the quiet days, all the practice days.
All the days that felt like nothing.
They all mattered.
They all mattered.
Every single one.
That's actually really motivating. Like even a bad practice day still builds something.
Still lays a brick.
Even one brick.
And enough bricks build a road.
I love this. Okay. Can I bring something up now?
Please.
Listening. Like really good listening. I don't think people talk about this enough when they talk about speaking.
Oh, interesting. Say more.
Okay, so, when you're in a conversation and you're nervous, what are you usually thinking about?
What I'm going to say next.
Exactly. You're thinking about your next line. You're preparing. You're running it through your head.
And not really hearing the other person.
Not really listening. And then what happens?
You miss things.
You miss what they said.
And then when they finish, you're not sure how to respond. Because you weren't fully there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then the conversation feels awkward. Or choppy. And you think it's because you don't know English.
But actually it's because you weren't listening.
Because you were in your head. Preparing.
Instead of in the conversation. Receiving.
And good conversation is mostly receiving. And then responding naturally to what you received.
Not performing a prepared speech.
Not performing. Responding.
That's such a good point. Because when I'm at my best in conversation, I'm not thinking about what I'm going to say.
You're just present.
I'm just there, listening, and something comes out.
Because when you're really listening, the response comes more naturally.
Because you're responding to something real, not to something in your head.
Real input creates real output.
And overthinking kills that.
Kills it completely. Like you're trying to have two conversations. One with a person. And one in your head.
And you can't do both well.
So pick one. Pick the real one.
Be in the real conversation.
Trust that the words will come.
And they will. More than you think.
More than you think.
Because you've been learning. Even when you don't feel like it. Even when it doesn't feel like enough.
The knowledge is in there.
It's in there. You just have to trust it and listen and let it come out
Without grabbing at it,
without forcing it.
like sand, the harder you squeeze.
The more it slips away.
Just hold it gently.
Hold it gently.
I love that.
Laughs, where did that come from?
I don't know. Sometimes things just come out.
See? Didn't plan it. Didn't think about it. Just came out.
Laughs, the irony.
The perfect irony.
Okay, I want to talk about something before we wrap up. Because I know we're going to eventually wrap up. And this one feels important.
What is it?
The long game.
The long game.
Because I think there's so much pressure on learners to see results fast. Like quick progress, quick fluency.
The speak English in 30 days. Promise.
Right.
And look, some things can improve fast. Vocabulary, pronunciation of specific sounds, confidence.
Yeah, those can improve noticeably in weeks.
But real fluency, deep fluency, that takes time.
It takes months. Years.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
Like it's supposed to take time. Because it's a big thing you're doing.
It's not small. Learning to think and communicate in another language.
It's genuinely hard. And it's okay that it's hard.
And it's okay that it takes time.
So don't give up because it's taking time.
That's normal.
That's the process.
And the people who get there, they got there by staying, not by being more talented.
By staying and practicing, even on the bad days,
The days where you felt stupid,
where you couldn't say what you wanted to say.
where you gave up and finished in your own language.
Even those days count, because tomorrow you try again.
And you're a little less scared,
A little more familiar with the feeling.
and a little more ready,
Every day, you're a little more ready.
until one day you're ready enough.
And you don't even notice, because it just became normal.
And normal is where you want to be.
Normal, not impressive, not perfect, just normal.
Just being yourself. In English.
Just being yourself. That's the destination.
Being able to walk into a room and talk to people and be yourself.
In English,
In English. Without the costume of fear.
without the weight of it.
Light.
Light. Yes,
That's a beautiful place to get to.
it is.
And everyone listening can get there.
Everyone,
Even the ones who've been struggling for years.
especially them, because they've already proven they don't give up.
Oh, that's a good point. If you're still trying after years, you're already someone who doesn't quit.
You're already resilient.
That resilience. That's more than half the battle.
More than half.
The language stuff can be learned. But resilience? That's character.
And you already have it.
If you're still here, listening, still trying, you already have it.
So use it.
Point it at your English. And don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't let the fear win.
Don't let the perfect enemy kill the good.
Let the good enough get better with time.
Let yourself be on the journey, not at the destination.
Because the journey is where the learning happens anyway.
And the journey is actually kind of beautiful.
If you let it be,
If you let it be.
Yes,
even the hard parts.
The hard parts are where you grow.
Always.
Always. Okay, I think we should start coming around.
Yeah. I think we covered a lot.
We really did. And you know what? This was one of my favorite conversations we've ever had.
Same. Because it felt real.
It did. Like we weren't pretending to have it all figured out.
Because we don't.
We really don't. I still have days where my English feels stuck.
Me too.
And that's okay. Because I know what to do now.
You know what to do.
I keep going.
Simple as that.
As annoying as that is.
Laughs as annoyingly simple as that is.
So to everyone listening,
Yeah.
You're not bad at English.
You're really not.
You're just in the middle of it.
And the middle is hard. But it's not the end.
And the end is worth it.
So worth it.
So keep going.
Keep talking, even when it's messy.
Especially when it's messy.
Because messy is real.
And real is how you grow.
Yeah,
I think, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Simple.
Simple.
You just need practice.
Just practice.
exactly.
Exactly.